Hey there cats, good time of the day to you and thank you for tuning into my channel. Today I'm showcasing a small mod for an old game named Blade of Darkness, and if you just want to use the mod then go straight to the description and download it, the link should be there. If you want to look at the showcase, well, stay with me right here. This small video will show you everything and I will explain everything you will have to know to use this mod. So I'm starting with the default unmodded save. As you can see, I only have about 3 shields and 3 or 4 blades, something like that. So let's go kill some orcs, I believe. And first of all, I have to say pardon for all those lags that will be here, because you know, I'm recording this game on my old PC, which barely can record anything. Well, so this is the best I can make with this old machine, but damn it. Well, at least the quality is not the main thing in this video, so yeah, just stick with it. Meanwhile, what I can say, pardon me if I name some numbers incorrectly, because I do not really remember all the little details of the mod I've made. You know, this video is kinda... It came out a bit awkward, because I've made the mod quite a long time ago, and I didn't upload it because I thought like, well, I should finish the game first, but then life is life, and I still haven't finished the game. I still have 2 last missions left, but yeah, I've decided that I should upload the mod either way. It's been quite a while. But as far as I believe, the mod is set to take 6 shields and 10 blades. It is pretty easy to change it yourself, since the whole game is written in Python, whatever, a very easy programming language, and you don't even have to learn it or something to change the value to the ones you need. All you gotta do is download my mod, then open the files from my mod in the text editor of your choice. The best one would be Notepad++, yeah, half Russian, half English, Notepad++, with the compare plugin. Then you just compare the files you've downloaded from me with the default ones from the game folder, and this will show you the lines I've added, and it will be pretty obvious which numbers you have to change to increase and or decrease amount of shields and swords to your liking. So yeah, this mod is very easy to edit. All in all, what I can say, this is definitely not the biggest mod for the Blade of Darkness out there. This game has a lot of wonderful mods, and I've intended this mod for people who wanted to keep this game as original as possible and just add a little bit of more shields and swords to carry around, because I don't know, I just find them beautiful and I want to carry them around, yes. So what can I say? Oh yeah, a special shout out to MBK or MBeast King and his Hyperborean difficulty mod, which you can easily find in the web, because that guy helped me with the shields. I've contacted him and he replied to me, and he told me which strings I shall take from his files in order to make shields work, because, you know, even though I've made blades myself, I couldn't figure out how shields work. The game is kinda a little bit of mishmash. It is kinda, if you look at the code, it has a lot of weird places, but yeah. MBK helped me and I took his code straight from his files to mine. I didn't even deleted his name from the files, so yeah, it's so to say a legitimate collaboration. I haven't stole anything this time. Hooray! So what else can I say? In the archive you will find the files needed to install the mod, and also the files that are named old, which are pretty much the same mod but with several additional files. You see, the old files include the early version of the mod, and in the, you know, how to say it, in the current, yeah, current, that's the word. In the current version of the mod, I've deleted several files, so to say, to streamline the coding, the performance, you know, so to make it look better. And I've deleted the files which, as far as I can understand, are unnecessary to make the mod functional. Yet still, if something doesn't work for you, first of all you should drop the original files instead of... you should drop old files instead of current ones, and well, if they won't work for you as well, then you should write here in the comments, albeit I'm not sure what I will be able to do for you, but well, I'll probably try my best. So what can I say? This is probably the worst Blade of Darkness gameplay you've ever seen. It's probably the worst Blade of Darkness gameplay in the world. I mean, this is awful. These orcs almost got me, and I've just killed 4 of them. But, you know, the game just stutters and freezes a lot, so yeah. Sorry, I'm doing my best. I just want to show you this, people. I just want you to show that I have like 9 swords or so right now. Yeah, it is not the maximum amount, but it is much more than the original game intended for you to keep, and I believe 5 shields. By the way, as you can see, King's Shield has about 9 million of resistance or so. Oh no, 900,000 of resistance, whatever. This amount is not included in the mod. This is another. You need to edit another file to make your shield more resistant to damage, and if you want to learn how, well, just ask me in comments and I'll tell ya. But basically this is another small mod because damn it, I'm too close to the wall. Sorry. So yeah, this is another mod. I've just wanted to keep the King's Shield for the whole game. I kinda liked that cutscene where you get the King's Shield, but the default resistance is only 1000, and the late enemies in the late game, in the end game, they kinda break it with 1 blow, or maybe with 2. And I wanted to make it a little bit more resistant. Overall it works fine with King's Shield because it is the only shield in the game like this one. It still doesn't have 900,000 of resistance, it's only have about like 10,000 or so. I never really bothered to increase that amount. It works, and it works for me. Yeah, so yeah, it breaks when it gets down to 890,000 resistance or so. I'm not sure why. There is probably, it's just the resistance of the shield is probably limited by a byte or 2. So here's what I'm showing you here right now. It's we can save the game and we can load the game, and this won't break the mod. Once the game will load, I will still be able to pick up all the shields and swords I've just dropped, because the mod is, you know, it just works just as good as it's supposed to work. Oh, back to the shields. If you want to change the resistance of any other shield, keep in mind that the only way I found you can change it is to change it in the game files, and once you change it for one shield, say for steel shield, you change it for every steel shield on the map, meaning that enemies' steel shields will also be ultra resistant and you won't be able to break them. But either way, if you want to know how to change the resistance in the shield, yeah, write it in the comments. I'll tell you which file you'll need to edit and where. It is not hard at all. And so here we have, yeah, I've picked up them all, I believe, everything that's not broken. So we have our 9 blades in the inventory and about 5 shields, I believe. We still can pick up 1 more sword, 1 more weapon and 1 more shield, but all in all it works fine. And by the way, we can also save with all these shields and blades in the inventory and the game will load just fine. Actually, why don't I just show you? Yep, here, let's save and load, and I will still have all this stuff in my inventory. The mod works just fine. It works pretty much flawlessly. I mean, yeah. The mods that increase the amount of weapons and shields were available at some day in the internet, but all that's left of them from that old day is just a couple unclear guidelines on forums, and it's pretty hard to make a mod like this, so I figured I'll upload it. And everything else you gotta know I will describe in the readme, which will be in the archive, in the download link, in the description, something like that. So yeah, that's about it. Thanks for being with me, cats. Good luck.